Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is, time to catch up on all the lives. So let's just get right into it. Tonight is going to be a busy night. I have a lot of lives I'm going to catch up on. Let's run down the schedule really quick. Up first, right now, is A Perfect Match on Netflix, the finale. Up next at 5:30 is Love Island, the latest episode from last night. After that is the Drag Race panel. We're going to have a good time talking about Drag Race tonight at 6 p.m. Central. And the very last live at 7:15. I made it at 7:15 because I'm not quite sure how long Drag Race will go. It could be quicker, it could be longer, but around 7:15, we're going to have a little story time. If you all have not known the past few days, which is why I'm catching up, I was in ATL and I went to the live TS Madison Experience show. It was an amazing show. I'm going to just do a quick story time to let you all know about, the whole weekend. There was a couple of surprises in there. Tell you about the Maddie live experience, and that will be around 7:15. So other than that, tomorrow night, I'm going to do a quick challenge chat. I found a little bit of tea out there in the challenge atmosphere in streets. So we're going to talk about that. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to do just like a housewives in general chat about all the news that I've seen about the housewives. So that is the announcement so far. Let's jump into the perfect match. I promise I'm not going to keep you here for the perfect match long. They ain't do nothing but waste our time. Netflix y'all ain't did nothing but waste our time, but I was a little bit entertained. Hey, Eric. Hey, Vontae. Thank you. Driving home now, so hopefully I can make it for all your lives. Please drive safely. And I know if you can't make it, you'll be in the rewatch. So let's get into the perfect match. Where do we want to start? Because I really want to cut through all the fluff because it kind of started with another challenge, and I think I fell asleep when they was crossing them boards on the challenge. And I woke up with Tolu and Chris. I guess they were the winners. And they got to go in the boardroom and do some things. They had a little date. I ain't care nothing about their date. Like Tolu and Chris just aren't it for me. I'm gonna go out there maybe tomorrow night and find some articles to see who's still together, who's not still together, because they only gave us a little update on Harry and Jess, and we ain't have to know all that. I'm gonna read you for a second, Jess. But anyway, so Tolu and Chris were in the boardroom, and this is the last, dating pairing situation. And let me say one thing about it being the last. I feel like it was unnecessary. Hey, Dr. Ivy girl. Netflix should just give us a Tolu of love. I ain't mad at that. I'm not mad at that because Tolu said something in the finale that really crushed me. I think she said, like, love doesn't really happen for girls like her. And I love Tolu so much. She's such a beautiful woman. And I just really hate how they put Black women on these shows and these non-melanated men be playing in their faces. But anyway, back to the boardroom. They want to be strategic and fair. They know that Izzy and Micah. Izzy and Micah really aren't feeling each other. They're in a friendship because Kaz dumped her. Oh, I ain't supposed to be cursed. Kaz dumped her for Christine. I really don't. Some people can be drop dead gorgeous, fine as hell. Y'all know I lost my breath for a second when I first saw that picture of Kaz. But then you see how they act, you see how they talk, you see how they move through the world. That man can't be trusted. Ladies run. Ladies run. That man can't be trusted. Hey, Lemon Kush Pepper. But they want to send Izzy on a date because they said he's been in the house. He really hasn't found love. He is always in a friendship because I think Izzy went from Tolu. He had somebody else then to Micah. I forgot. Who cares? Anyway, I'm a mess, y'all. Anyway, they send Izzy out, and then they send They want to send Micah out on a date, but then it was like, well, if we send Christine out on a date, Micah can have an opportunity to talk to Cass without Christine being there. But Micah is really my homegirl, so I want her to find love. I want to say this is the point I meant to say, and I almost forgot. Y'all done already did like the Casa Amor situation where everybody who was casted to be on this show has met everybody casted to be on this show. If they find no kindlings of feelings when they have these beach parties, they not about to find no feelings on these separate dates. Like this last boardroom to me was a waste. Y'all done already met everybody. And y'all, let me put this on Do Not Disturb. And y'all got to pick who y'all wanted out of everybody. Everybody. And so whatever's going to happen in these last 10 seconds of this date is unnecessary, which is really why Who Won This Show to me is like, it's a joke. Like, this is pretty much a hateration competition. Like, the people who stayed on the show the longest, and you let me say it because I'm going to forget it. The people who stay on the show the longest and really might have a true love connection aren't benefited with the win because all the people they had to dump and slide to the side to get to their match is in their feelings and voting against them. It's like hateration. We're going to get to the winners in a minute. But anyway, Micah is in the house with Kaz. And so Izzy goes out with Jess. Y'all know Jess don't want Izzy. Y'all know Jess don't want Izzy. I'm like, why are we sending Izzy out on a date with Jess? You would have done better. Hey, Davion, you would have done better sending him out with that Britton girl because at least, is her name Britton? Y'all know I'm bad with names. Because at least Britton isn't just fresh out of a fake ass heartbreak. I don't understand how these two people fell in love and was being stepmom and stepdaddy, whatever they was doing after 2 weeks. But you know, the heart can do what the heart can do. I ain't never experienced no love like that. But you know, I'm not one of those love at first sight type of people. Maybe because it just never happened to me. But whatever. Y'all be wanting my opinion. I can't just talk about the show. I got to give my opinion too. But sometimes I feel like my opinion ain't really necessary. But that's the whole point of this channel, Kiss My Cheeks TV. I got to give my opinion. I felt like that. I don't believe in that love at first sight. And I felt like Jess and Harry was already playing our face. Well, I love you. Even whack ass. These 10 minutes take too long. YouTube, y'all got to do something better than that. But even whack ass Kaz talking about, I really love. And they're like, oh, you almost said love. Please. That man does not love, like, care about nothing, Micah. I really want to find an article like, how long did he play in Micah's face? Did he play in her face to the airport? Did he take her out on one date in the real world? Or like, soon as they checked their luggage, it was over? Like, I really want to know. I'm a mess. Did you see on Twitter Chris's reasoning on why Who Won? I can't be mad though because the only Black couple actually won. I'm not mad at Black love, but them people was a couple for 0.2 seconds. They didn't even make it 1 second. I would give them 0.86 seconds. Like they almost made it to a second. Like I don't care nothing about Nigel and Christine, but let's slowly get there, Vontae. But no, to answer your question, no, I did not hear. So if you're somewhere safe and not driving, please type it in the chat what Chris said. But okay, hey AM, damn it, I done lost my point. I think I was dragging Izzy and them. Oh well, forget Izzy and Jess. They was flying around on some ropes. Jess did not want to be around that man. She did not want to touch that man, but she said, my contract said I got to go on these dates and do whatever. So let me do a little something. Christine went out with Nigel. I really didn't see no chemistry there. It seemed like, you know, two beautiful people being beautiful together. Let's go ahead and get to the good stuff because I don't want to be here too long about this perfect match. I really want to hurry up and get into Love Island. They come back to while they're out on the dates, Kaz cozies up to Micah and says, hey, look, I regret everything I just did. I really didn't want to be with Christine. I was just in my feelings because you keep pressing me. You keep wanting me to be a good man and to be faithful to you. And I can't take that. I need my woman to let me cheat in peace. I need my woman to let my eyeballs gaze at every beautiful woman that walks around in my face. I need to be able to move around and still be with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Micah. Please take me back. Yeah, I know I kissed everybody in the mouth in your face and I did all of this, but can you take me back? Because I really want to stay on this show. It's only one more match and left. We might as well match and try to win this little bit of vacation. So come on, you really don't want to be with Easy, no way. Just come on over here. We can kiss in the mouth one more night. Come on. And I'm like, Micah, girl, go ahead and get it while you can. Because did that man even help you with your luggage to the airport? I think he broke up with you as soon as the camera lights went off. Anyway, so Micah and Kaz are making up while Christine and everybody out there on the dates. Christine comes back in the house and like, oh, this is what you're doing. If they would not have sent me out on a date, you would not have been thinking about making up with Micah. Kaz is a clown. Christine, you dodged a bullet. Y'all went win a little vacation. No way. Vontae, really tell me what happened, what went on. I want to know what Chris said. I want to know why Chris played in Tolu's face as well, since he talking. Is Chris the cartoon character? Because y'all know I'll be messing up the names. But anyway, let me have a sip of my drink. It's starting to get a little watered down. That's strong. I made me a nice big drink since I'm going to be going live all day. I need to figure out over here how to redirect the chat so everybody don't have to keep clicking on and off. I'm going to figure that out, y'all. Give me a second. But anyway, so we're done with everybody playing in each other's face. I think everybody matched up with everyone to the original couples. And Christine matched up with Nigel and Jess. She tried to match up with Easy. By the next day, she said, I ain't got time. I don't feel like faking it no more. My contract ain't say I got to stay here the whole time. So I'm out. Me and Easy is done. Hey, Cheeks. Thanks for picking up the food. Okay. So I guess in the contract, it said by this day, you no longer contractually, whatever the word is, obligated to sit in these people's face, and Jess said, okay, contract up, I'm out. So Izzy and Jess left the house. Everybody else continued to play in everybody's face, and it's time for the final tribal council, whatever we gonna call it. All the couples sit up and they let all the remaining people tell them how they feel about them to their face, and I was cracking up because Dominique didn't come to play, and Shanti was like, Shanti is not a good reader, but Shanti said, I'm gonna say what I gotta say, and for the most part, everybody else was just background. It wasn't as exciting as I thought it was gonna be. For the most part, everyone loves Stefan and Alara. I don't understand how they didn't win. Let me read what Vontae said real quick. Apparently, the ones who were dumped or didn't last long made a pact that if at least one outsider, non-OG, was in the finale, then they'll get their votes. Oh, so everybody who was in the villa voted for Stefan and Alara, and everybody who was hating on the outside of the club voted for the two people who finally got in. They ain't win no money, no way. We don't care. They probably ain't going on vacation. They probably just went to another hotel in Tulum for an extra week. Because how they get all that footage? Netflix, do better. I wouldn't even care about the damn vacation. But anyway, Angie, move on. I really don't care nothing about all of this. Dominique kind of read a few people, and the fact that Vontae just said what he said, I really don't care what Dominique has to say. She was mostly upset with like, girl, what you sitting up here doing with Brighton's clown ass? I agree, but Elise made it to the end. And Who else? Dominique Reed. Shanti has some stuff to say about. No, she read Tulum and Chris. I don't care. Let's get to the meat and potatoes of it all. My girl, that ain't my girl, Angie. Don't be fake. Don't be fake. You was just dragging that girl the other week. Let me say this to you, Melinda. You my girl as a black queen. I do root for everybody black. I owe you an apology because I thought you was lying because I felt like Harry ain't did all of that and the cameras ain't catch it. Like, how he kissing you all in the mouth, want to F you, want to get you pregnant, everything, and the cameras ain't caught nothing. I really thought Melinda was stirring up a little bit of mess, and Harry might have did a little bit, but you know, I owe Melinda an apology because I dragged you a little bit for that girl, and the receipts came through. Netflix was like, we gonna leave it up in the air as a toss-up. We gonna let the receipts land on the reunion. Everything that woman said that man did, he did. I said, oh, Harry, you is a dirty dog. You is a dirty dog. And then you up here at the reunion talking about, I only regret that I didn't tell the whole truth. Sir, that's your only regret. You picked that woman up. You said, yeah, you want to put a baby in her belly. You want to get her pregnant. You carried her all the way, and we saw the little pics all the way to the restroom. Now, Melinda, you was in on it because that was a female's voice saying, ain't no cameras around, go ahead and do it. Ain't no cameras. So, Melinda, you was in on it a little bit too, but you know what? You fighting for your love. You trying to get in the house. I ain't mad at you. Hell, Harriet is the one that owed Jessica loyalty, not you. And you know, he kissed you all in the mouth, and then he coming back talking about, oh, I want to F her, and then he come back to and see this. I told men stick together. All them men was in the house line. They all knew what went down because he's talking about I did something really treacherous. I really regret what I did. And all the men in the house with Melinda talking like, I ain't seen nothing. Shout out to Netflix for giving that black woman her receipts because we thought she was lying. You never thought she was lying because Carrie is a dirtbag. The only reason I thought she was lying is because when people on these shows are telling their stories, usually they won't see it, but the edit will back them up with like, here go a flashback, here go, and they didn't do that. They let them two ladies argue at the table, and I was like, but where are the cameras? Like, why the cameras ain't catch nothing if Harry was doing all of this? They never showed a receipt, which is why I kind of thought Melinda was lying because, you know, the week before that, I thought she was team too much. She was doing too much. So, I mean, Harry, you ain't shit. And the fact that Jessica, after the reunion is over, is he ha ha in his face talking about, oh, we got back together for another month. Girl, for what? What you get back with him for another month for and then break up a week later? That must have been when the reunion aired that week later. And you was like, that's probably when Jessica first saw the receipts. But I'm telling you, Jessica, I'm mad that you even got back with his ass, period. Because I know you let him hit. I ain't have to say all that, but that's all that man wanted to do. He wanted to screw you. And he done whispered all them sweet, loving, fake ass nothings in your ear. And you done gave it up. And then you saw what really went down, and then you broke up with his ass for good. You should have never got back with him because that's all he wanted was another name on his long ass list. He done had sex with everybody on the Netflix platform. This is good. I got to pace myself. I got a lot of lives to do. But that's all. I ain't putting that up there. Davion. I see you, but I ain't putting that up there. But we all know what he did. We all know what he did and why he did it. You just another name. So when he come on another show, he's like, oh, I had sex with her, and Jessica too. Like, no shame. No shame. Anyway, Netflix, do better. I did not appreciate the winner. The winner should have been Stefan. I don't know why the people who can't get in the club got to vote anyway. They haters. We knew they wasn't going to vote right. And I don't like that. I don't like that. If any of us finally make it in, we voting for them. No, I don't like that. Stefan and Alara should have won. They deserve to win. They definitely had the most chemistry. I'm going to look up some articles, like I said, later to see who is still together. I think everybody broke up at the airport. That was their final goodbyes. It was nice to meet you, sir. It was nice to meet you, ma'am. But anyway, give me 10 minutes. What time is it? Because 7 minutes, I really want to talk about Love Island. And within those 7 minutes, I really need to figure out the Drag Race pictures, because it's my night to host. So I got to get my pictures in order for Drag Race. So I'm going to take those 7 minutes to do that. So that's all I have. But please come back. I will be live pretty much all night. Why did I do this to myself? Angie, why did you do this to yourself? I'll be back at 5:30 for Love Island, 6 p.m. for Drag Race, and 7:15 for a story time, my T.S. Madison experience, where I just talk about my trip to ATL, and hopefully a couple of guests will pop in and we talk about the trip all together. But with all that being said, please like, comment, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. I appreciate all the new followers, all the people who help support and grow my channel. I really love you all and appreciate you all. And I'll see y'all later. Have a good one, y'all. Bye. Netflix, do better.